They figured out that I think it was an organized marriage. I'm almost certain very an organized marriage. I think you folks would be old buddies. It was most certainly an organized marriage, okay? Support yourselves. Since I have a stunning tea to spill, you will have a hard time believing what's humming around the web about Justin right currently, obviously. There's this wild hypothesis that he could be nearly getting tossed into a conservatorship. Might you at any point accept it? What's considerably more insane is that this talk has been drifting around for a really long time. I mean, I did not know until I did some serious searching for this video. It turns out this entire thing has been tormenting Justin beginning around 2014. Yet, hang on people, here's where it gets succulent yet. Before we get into it, make a point to offer the video a go-ahead and buy in to never pass up any new recordings. It's free and assists us with massively bringing out new satisfied for your happiness. Justin Bieber is getting some significant intensity for his relationship with Lou Taylor presently. Here's where it gets truly fascinating. Justin's visiting organization, Tristar Sports and Diversion, has a location on Dusk Lane in West Hollywood. And imagine a scenario where you dive into the subtleties of Beaver Time LLC. You'll find that it likewise has a street number on precisely the same road occurrence. I think not. A report was documented on November 17, 2022. Indeed, that is only a brief time back, and Justin's name is on it, and was addressed to Tristar's much more eyebrow hustling that the report alluded to him as one or the other supervisor or part name. We as a whole realize Justin isn't a chief, yet think about who is that is on the right track. It's Lou Taylor. So it appears as though Justin is either working with or some way or another associated with Tristar, and Lou Taylor is squarely in the center. All things considered. Presently, let me add one more layer of worry to this generally hot blend. Justin clarified that he has a place with Churchman, not Hillsong. And think about who is on the directorate at Churchman. You got it. As a matter of fact, Lou Taylor. So presently, besides the fact that we have Justin's travel agency and the congregation, he's an individual from both connected to Lou Taylor. However, it's all occurrence when Justin is battling with his psychological wellness. Is Lou gradually moving herself into Justin's life, attempting to oversee him through a conservatorship? No doubt, certainly an inquiry is sending shockwaves through the gossip factory. And that isn't even the finish of it. Hang on close, since things are going to truly take a dim turn. So we as a whole realize that Justin Bieber has been acting really flighty of late, right? Well, support yourselves, since there were truly bits of hearsay whirling around that his own dad was chummy with Britney's father to put Justin under his own personal conservatorship. Might you at any point accept it? And presently on top, all things considered, he's proceeded to sell his music inventory for an astounding $200 million. Yet here's the central issue. Did he readily settle on that choice? Or was he constrained into it? That is not a decent gander by any stretch of the imagination. Now for you to truly comprehend what's happening here, let me spill the tea on who's truly calling the shots in the music business. We're discussing the top dogs, the powerhouses in the realm of recorded music. Currently, there's this buddy named Steven Schwartzman, is the brains behind an organization called Blackstone. And think about what Blackstone put resources into spellbinding tunes, the board reserve making Schwartzman rake in an astounding $1.3 billion in 2022. Discuss concealed the bonanza now, with some direction from his new administration. Fans are causing a stir about Justin's music index. They're similar to hold up. This thing ought to be worth far in excess of $200 million. I mean, how about we contrast it with Bike Braun, Justin's dubious director? That person made a cool $360 million by selling only 6 of Taylor Quick's Lords. So it's a piece off-putting that Justin sold his whole inventory for a measly $200 million. Truly, how does a worldwide pop sensation like him? And I'll put simply that something's certainly not accumulating as per the fans. And stand by, there's more show reports are humming around that Justin is thinking about resigning in light of the fact that his psychological wellness is experiencing a plunge a couple as of now. He's been feeling messed up for some time, currently troubled by his distinction, and so on and so forth. And when he was as of late seen in Monaco, looking all slender and acting curious, fans began hypothesizing that he may be on some weighty prescription presently. Here's where things get wild. Recall how Brittany Lances had to take drugs she didn't actually require during her conservatorship. With prepare herself in light of the fact that Justin as of late joined with Lou Taylor. And that got the fans' paranoid fears going crazy. They're similar to Obdir. Are they attempting to put Justin under moderate boat? To evidently, there's been a ton of jabber online for certain individuals, guaranteeing that Lou Taylor previously attempted to convince Justin's mother to go down that street back in 2014. Just after his DUI capture, one fan shared a tweet saying, "Is this genuine?" Was Lou Taylor likewise focusing on Justin Bieber's mother to get him in a conservatorship? It's supposed that Lou had a go at doing likewise to Lindsay Lohan. One more added envisioned Justin Bieber, at 40 years of age, being in a 12-year conservatorship under his mom, also safeguard him. It's unfathomable, this stunner disclosure about him purportedly having business attaches with. In all honesty, Lou Taylor, who as I would see it is a flat-out beast, I mean earnestly for Justin to try and be remotely connected with her and have any kind of transactions, it's shocking Justin's fans are truly concerned on the grounds that he's simply not himself recently. He looks unquestionably miserable, like he's lost that flash, that sparkle that used to characterize him. And presently there's reports twirling around that his dad, Jeremy Bieber, and Jamie Lances, yes, Brittany's father, are probably examining a conservatorship for Justin. Currently, let me get straight to the point, we can't say for certain in the event that these tales are valid or not yet. One thing's without a doubt, what is happening is profoundly disturbing. And my heart really goes out to Justin. Let me let you know something at whatever point you hear the names Lou Taylor, Tristar, Jamie Lances, or Andrew Watt, you better run for the slopes, my companion. I mean, truly by I'm not deciding to become involved with these reports. Yet we should confront. It's hard not to feel concerned, particularly when you take a gander at how they treated poor Brittany Lances. What is going on was a flat-out bad dream. And you would rather not screw with that. Brittany herself has transparently discussed how a specific woman raised the possibility of a conservatorship to her dad, and surprisingly, her mom obliged it. And think about who that woman ended up being. That's right, you got it. Lou Taylor, one Twitter client, said they are attempting to place Justin Bieber in a conservatorship, regardless of whether you disdain VIPs. This ought to unnerve you. Conservatorships ought to be so uncommon, we scarcely have some familiarity with them. Hashtag safe Justin. Hashtag Hillsong Lou Taylor. Lou Taylor is on Hillsong's Load Up. This lady is an animation antagonist, so you see it's no big surprise why individuals are feeling a feeling of caution here. When those names fire springing up, it resembles a warning waving right in front of you, shouting peril. It's a truly disrupting circumstance, my companion. And hopefully that in the event that there's any reality to these bits of hearsay, Justin Bieber doesn't wind up made up for lost time in a similar sort of wreck Brittany needed to persevere through. The word on the road is that Justin's been feeling down of late, intellectually, truly, and profoundly. The unfortunate person. It seems as though he's been going through a few truly unpleasant times. Obviously, his group has been keeping him out of the loop. Pretty much all the stuff individuals are saying on the web, they're similar to, nah man, we should safeguard Justin from all that dramatization, including Hailey Bieber and Selena. Their point is to safeguard his psychological prosperity. You realize it's like they're taking extraordinary measures to make everything overall quite smooth for him. Yet let me let you know something, my companion, as I would see it, Justin miserable is additionally emitting significant energies, very much like Brittany Lance's father. Definitely he has that ravenous and frantic energy. And it seems like all he can see are dollar signs. It's anything but a decent look if you were to ask me. And as though that wasn't all an adequate number of there's no reports that Hailey is in on this show too. Turns out she has a few genuinely obscure associations. She's connected to this unpleasant big-name church called Hillsong where her hubby Justin used to hang out too yet. That is not every one of the board individuals from Hillsong is. In all honesty, Lou Taylor, now this woman is hitched to another problematic minister superstar church called Calvary House of Prayer Gracious. And get this, Brittany Lance's Father Jamie obviously gave a boatload of cash from Brittany's domain to Calvary Sanctuary. While she was under a conservatorship, could you at any point trust it yet stand by there's more Justin and Hailey? Dumped Hillsong after their minister pal Carl Lentz got blamed for some genuinely wrecked stuff they escaped, and joined another congregation called Church Home. Currently, here's where it gets truly delicious. Hailey's father, Stephen Baldwin, is friendly with the lead minister of Chapel Home, Judah Smith, and allegedly is that Stephen asked Judah to convince Justin to wed day-to-day certain individuals, even say it was unarranged marriage. Might you at any point envision now how could Judah engage in their affection life, you ask? Well, it boils down to one thing: real money. These VIP temples are about the cash, honey. Stephen Baldwin probably guaranteed Judah that Hailey would ensure Justin continues to make large gifts to Chapel Home discussion about a curved arrangement. And let me let you know, Judah's been sued by a previous church representative who asserted that he constrains staff individuals to give a lump of their wages, cash that is the thing he's pursuing. And as though this wasn't all sufficient, Hailey soared with the Kardashian-Jenner family. And think about who works with them. That's right, you got it, Lou Taylor again. She used to be recorded as a specialist for Kylie Jenner's Excellence Organization and Kendall Jenner's own business. It resembles a tangled snare of associations, so with these turns.